happy Friday the 13th. I figured I was going to wash my hair, style it, might as well film it. So I have freshly washed hair. I clarified it last night, let it air dry, and then before washing it, I did an Olaplex deep conditioning treatment. The Olaplex 0 and the Olaplex 3. I definitely recommend those if you are looking to get your curls back or just maintain your curls. The two of those together are fantastic. I do it once a week right before I wash my hair, and then I rinsed that out and shampooed with Rizzo Curls shampoo and deep conditioner. So I haven't put any product in my hair yet. It is literally fresh out of the shower. I've got it in a shower cap and then just wrapped more so that it wouldn't drip all over my face. But I wanted to just show you guys the whole process. I'm going to be using 3 products. A mousse. Today I'm using the Ouidad Play Curl Amplifying Foam for my mousse. I'm going to use this Rizzo's Curls Detangler and Refresh Spray. I like this since my hair is color treated. I feel like it detangles my hair without me actually having to put a comb through, which I kind of avoid after I've washed it. And then I'm going to be using the Rizzo Curl Defining Cream. I talked about these products a ton. You guys know that these are my go-tos. So let's get started. So I have not combed out my hair. I'm not going to comb out my hair. I'm pretty much going to just section it off, and I'm going to finger coil it. I have been loving finger coiling my hair. I'm not super precise on it because I feel like since I've got curly hair, it doesn't need to be precise. But basically what I'm trying to do is encourage my curls to clump together. Sometimes with the change of weather, I don't know if anyone else notices this, but my hair like goes into a freak out. And so I find that finger coiling just helps give me good definition, and then I can counteract it to achieve volume with diffusing. So first off, what am I doing? I'm going to actually take this down and we're going to put some foam in. You guys, I have to be honest, I don't think I really know how to use this product. I don't know if it's just mine or if I'm just not doing it correctly, but I can never get this stuff to actually like foam up. It's always like really liquidy, and I don't know if that's just how this is, so if it is, let me know. Or if you've used this and I'm doing it wrong, also let me know. So I like to just put it just at my roots and kind of massage it in. I don't put a ton. I don't want it to weigh my hair down. I just want it to give it a little bit of volume. And then once I've fully dried my hair, I'll show you guys how I achieve ultimate volume. I've sectioned out my hair, a pretty decent sized section. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then what I'm going to do is take just a little bit of product. I'm going to emulsify it in my hand. And I'm going to rake it through, but I'm not going to rake it really at my roots because I don't really want to touch my roots. I want volume at my roots. So if I rake the product up towards my root, I'm going to end up pulling the hair down, which is basically what we don't want to do. And then I'm going to hold my hair out horizontally, so not vertically, and I'm literally just going to take a section and I'm just going to twist it to the end. You can twist it as many times as you want, as many times as what works for your curl pattern. Since my curl pattern isn't super tight, I try to curl it as much as possible, and then once I've curled that entire section, I will then go ahead and, oh, you can't see, I'll go up and I'll just scrunch up to my root, and I'm going to do it on the exact same thing on the exact same side. Sorry, I can't talk today. Since I've already put product in my hair in that section, I don't need to put any additional product, but you'll see towards the end I will go ahead and add a little bit more of the styling cream all over my head, just to make sure that it holds. I don't use a gel, although I would love to find one that works, because I do feel like it would give me a little bit more hold, but I just haven't found one that I absolutely love. I just use a little bit more styling cream, and the styling cream from Rizzo's, like I've mentioned before, it's super lightweight, so you can kind of use a decent amount, and it won't weigh your hair down. And again, I'm kind of detangling, but I'm pulling it out. And then I'm gonna just finger curl, finger curl, finger curl. Again, no wrong or right way to do this. I kind of just want to do it as quick as possible. I do feel like the smaller the sections, you may get a tighter curl pattern, but you may lose some volume. Whereas if you do bigger sections, which I kind of start with bigger sections at the bottom and then work my way up to smaller sections at the top. Just because I find for me, the top of my hair is obviously the most damaged, since like when I was straightening my hair, that is the area I would go over the most, or just like when blow drying it, I feel like I focus a lot on the top. And I have bangs right now, which, as we all know, straight hair, curly hair, bangs are a love-hate relationship. So when I do get to the top, I do tend to do smaller sections just so I can get a more defined bang section, if that makes sense. Finger curl, and then you're just gonna squeeze. I haven't added any additional water into my hair, but I also did not like towel dry my hair before I started doing this. I literally just put it in a shower cap and then wrapped it with a towel, only so that I wouldn't get water all over my face. If I wasn't finger curling, I would probably have thrown all my product in and then just scrunched. But like I said, I've really been liking this finger curling. I just feel like it gives me more defined curls, and they last a few more days, which is always nice, because as we know, us curly girls, it's a process, right? It's a process to style our hair. I mean, it's Friday afternoon right now, and including my deep conditioner, I've probably been at this process for an hour. Not curling, not finger coiling, but just, you know, putting the conditioner on, letting it sit, rinsing it out, all that good stuff. So, and as I get to the top, I do tend to get a little bit more heavy-handed with the product. Again, it's just more of my trouble area, the top and my back. The back side of my hair, for some reason, I think it's just a kind of more of a different curl pattern, or maybe I just don't focus enough on it as I probably should. Whereas right, like the front of your hair, you see it, it's what you see in pictures, so it's kind of what you spend majority of your time focusing on. But ladies and gents, we don't want to forget about the back. And I have a bad habit of forgetting about the back of my head, so something I'm trying to be mindful of. But that squish you hear, you want to hear that, because that means you've got enough water in your hair, which you want. You want these products, they work well with water, and you don't necessarily want towel dried hair and then put on your products. So again, product. When I come to this top area, as you'll see it, which I'm going to start doing because I want to get volume in the back, I will kind of rake the product up. Again, not coming all the way up to my root, and then I will just finger curl up and let it drop. Finger curl up and let it drop. Also, depending how I style my hair, I may part it, especially with bangs. I will do the front part obviously coming forward, and this back part falling back so that I can get volume both back here and up here. And then from the sides, I have a bit of a strong calic in the front, and I've just learned over the years to just go with it and not fight it. It's just a lot easier for myself. So I kind of follow my calics just so I'm not fighting with them. But you see how my root right here is kind of lifted up? I don't want to disrupt that. I don't want to pull this hair down. So I'm going to pull this section out, and I'm going to put my product in, and I'm going to just finger coil out. Right? Because if you think about it, and if you think about gravity, if you're pulling your hair out, you're basically setting your roots to kind of dry out, which is what you want. You want that volume. Whereas if you were to finger coil and pull everything down, you're going to lose all of that volume. And come in. My daughter. Say hi, Millie. Millie also has curly hair. She has beautiful curly hair. Huh? Yeah. We love our curly hair. Mm-hmm. Okay, so with this front section, I'm actually going to start at the front. I'm going to pull a smaller section, and I'm going to take my product Not much. I know it seems like a lot, and if you know your hair and you feel like putting too much product, like the amount I've put on is too much for yours, then do as you'd like. But this is where I do the smaller sections. I kind of, in the front, I kind of try to curl my finger coils in opposite directions because I don't want all of my curls to necessarily go in the same pattern. But with the rest of my hair, I pretty much go all the same way. Okay, I know it looks kind of crazy, guys, but trust me, when it's said and done, it is worth it. And then I'm going to take just this smallest little section here, a little bit more product, you know, the finger coiling. I guess depending on your curl pattern, it doesn't have to take that long, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beautiful thing about curly hair, is there's all different types of patterns in one's hair, curl patterns. And so don't drive yourself crazy trying to get like the perfect formation, because once you dry it, your hair is kind of going to do what it wants to do anyways. So for me, finger coiling just helps encourage my curls to clump together, which you will see when I'm done. So you can see on this top part, I'm doing smaller sections because I do want a bit of more definition at the top. Yes. Okay, so we've finger coiled everything. Now, what did that take? All of, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes. I'm going to take a little bit more of my defining cream. It does look funny, huh? About that much. And I'm going to kind of come through and I'm going to scrunch the towel. This is a, what is this called? The Perfect Hair Care Towel. It's the consistency of a sheet. I try not to use an actual towel because I don't want to add additional frizz, but I do just want to get some of that water and product soaked up. I'm going to blow dry this and then I'll come back to show you what it looks like, show you how I achieve volume, and I'll be back momentarily. Alright, hair is fully dry. I have not shaken it out yet. I wanted to show you guys how I do that and how I get volume. So, my little secret that every curly girl, if you want ultimate volume, needs is some sort of hair powder. This is the Big Sexy Hair. It's called Powder Play. I got it on Amazon a zillion years ago. A little bit goes a long way. But this is what I like to do to get volume and kind of like grit up my roots a little bit. So it comes in a powder. I'll show you guys how much I took. That much. I'm literally going to just like clap it in both hands and literally bring it in at the root and shake. I know I showed you guys this in my last, I think, IG video, but I feel like it's so important to shake out. And I like to scrunch out some of the hold that the cream gives me. But you just see already like how much more volume I'm getting, how much looser my curls look, but still definition. Like, look at this little guy. I feel like this came because of finger coiling. Like, it just helps with definition. And again, like I've mentioned before, I'm okay with some frizz. It does not bother me because I want volume, and unfortunately, volume and frizz go hand in hand. And honestly, if you're a curly girl, like a little bit of frizz, it's okay. It's okay. And sometimes what I'll do is I put a little bit more of that product on my hair and I kind of just scrunch it in just to, again, break up some of that cast from the cream. I mean, to be honest, guys, the cream doesn't really give a super firm hold like a gel, which is what I like. Sometimes I feel like with gels, like no matter how much I try to break up the cast, it's still always there for quite a while, whereas a cream for my particular hair still gives me a nice hold, but doesn't make it look hard, so to speak, or like crunchy. And then what I will do after I've gone through with my fingers is I'll take my pick. Again, this is my Can-2, and I will just come in at my roots, especially at the bang part. Again, bangs are such a love-hate relationship, at least for me. Like, when they look good, right, I can't get enough of them, but I feel like sometimes they're such a pain in the ass. I'm just going to keep it honest. But anyways, there you go. I've got a lot of definition down here, It's a little bit frizzy. Again, I don't mind that. I like a little bit of frizz if it's going to give me volume. But you can see just how much more defined my ends are. All of these little curls right here are super defined. This one's a little bit of wonkiness, but I'll kind of just make it find a curl family to fall into. Again, it's curls. They're not meant to be perfect, at least not my curl pattern, and I am okay with that. I think that was one of the hardest things that I had to figure out, was how to be okay with my curl pattern and not necessarily compare it to other people's curl patterns, because they are all different, but they are all beautiful, and just work with what you have. If you've got tighter curls than I do, great. If you've got looser curls, scrunch a little bit more. They're all beautiful, and as long as you're happy with how your hair looks, then who gives a fuck what anyone else thinks. This is the finished look. I hope you guys like it, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay safe, and I will catch you on the next video. And if there's anything you guys want to see, just let me know. Leave a comment. I'm new. I'm just trying this out, so work with me. Give me some pointers and advice, tips. I'd love to hear from other curly girls, what your routines are or any suggestions. Have a good weekend. Bye.